Ghost Recon Breakpoint's live service updates are coming to an end, and we now have rumors, according to some insider sources, that a new Ghost Recon game is in development. Yay, more trash. The official Ghost Recon Twitter put out a tweet saying, "Hey Ghosts, we have an important announcement we would like to share with you all." And they attach two images. They say, first, we just want to say thank you for the love and support that you have brought the game. During the past 2 years, we released more than 11 updates and supported several unique initiatives from the Ghost experience, the return of AI teammates, special operations with Sam Fisher, working with R6 operators in Operation Amber Sky, and lastly, our Plant a Tree project. We've been hard at work to add extra content for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Look, telling people you guys added a Ghost experience, which actually allows us to make the fucking game that we wanted to make and tailor it to, an actual Ghost Recon fans experience, and then saying you added things like AI teammates as extra content, that doesn't fly with me. You guys spent the next year post-launch fixing and bringing the game up to a standard that should have been there at launch. The last 4 months marked the release of our final piece of content, the brand new Operation Motherland mode, tons of new items, including 20th anniversary iconic outfits and quartz items for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, if you guys watched my videos on Operation Motherland, I thought that was the best piece of content that was ever put out for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. It was the best state that the game was ever in, and I thought they did a really good job at the content. They brought in the future soldier kind of cloaking enemies. They did a lot of good stuff, and I really enjoyed it. And then they brought us NFTs, so we will continue to maintain our servers for both Ghost Recon Wildlands and Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and we truly hope you will continue to enjoy the game and have fun playing in solo or co-op with your friends. From the entire Ghost Recon team, we want to thank you again for your continued support and love you have for the franchise. We love the franchise. You guys don't. So according to internet sources, Kotaku, IGN, they're all reporting on this. This is the end of live service updates for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. You won't see another update in terms of content for the game ever. They're going to just maintain the servers. And now we have insider sources basically confirming or claiming that codenamed Over, which was originally leaked by Nvidia, is the next Ghost Recon mainline game that has been in development for now over a year, and it could arrive as early as fiscal year 2023. Now, last year we had the 20th anniversary of Ghost Recon, and they opted to announce Frontlines because, yeah, that was a good idea. This game, they opted to skip it. They announced Frontlines, and now, according to this article from Kotaku, which, I mean, it's Kotaku, so who knows? Fans were less than enthusiastic, and following negative feedback from an internal playtest earlier this year regarding Frontline, Kotaku understands the project is undergoing a reset and is unlikely to launch anytime soon. Good. Nobody asked for it. Nobody wants it. According to Kotaku, it's been an uphill climb for the Ghost Recon franchise for years now. Breakpoint was panned by fans and failed to meet sales expectations when it released back in 2019, in part due to the new loot grind and survival mechanics that diluted the tactical shooter experience many came to the series for. Yeah. Ubisoft Paris Studio spent time diligently overhauling many of the game's systems, adding new content, and trying to win back fans. If I have to give them any sort of credit, they did a great job taking a piece of shit and polishing it. Operation Motherland was actually kind of enjoyable to play until you realize that the fundamental core game that is Breakpoint just isn't a good Ghost Recon experience. People aren't going to Ghost Recon for a survival game, even though some of those mechanics, I think you could take the bandaging and the hardcore elements of it and create a linear, narrative-driven Ghost Recon game. That is what people really want. We don't need open world RPG mechanics. We want a really good military espionage Ghost Recon story. The games are all based in the Tom Clancy universe, right? The narrative is what should be driving these games forward, but it's not. But then after they kind of win everybody back, or at least attempt to win everybody back with Operation Motherland, we get fucking NFTs, which is all the people that received helmets and weapons for courts, you know what I mean? Like the M4, you could get the tactical pants and the helmet. Well, the game's done now. So you're going to sell that to somebody for what? Who's going to want it? What's the value of those NFTs, of those courts at this point? So now they're just holding onto a helmet for a dead game. Great job. This article is describing Ubisoft's core problem in a nutshell, and it's that they're so out of touch with what gamers actually want. The article goes on to say the Ghost Recon name took another big hit last December when Ubisoft rolled out its new blockchain initiative called Quartz. The tech was used to add NFTs to Breakpoint, a move that few players seem to engage with, and many developers at the company disagreed with internally. It's 3 to 4 years of work for a fucking auction house, one current developer told Kotaku at the time. So not only are you out of touch with what the consumers and what the gamers want out of your core franchises, you're not even taking the developers' wishes and concerns into account. You're just trying to make money, and good thing you fucking didn't. A message on the Ubisoft Quartz website thanks Breakpoint players who claimed the initial NFTs. You own a piece of the game and have left your mark in its history. Okay. So here's the thing. Ghost Recon Breakpoint is it's dead at this point. You can still obviously play it. You can play it co-op, and you could probably have a good time if you can get the game on sale for a very low cost. Let's talk about the future. This channel released a video on Ghost Recon Wildlands back in 2016 that ended up doing crazy numbers. It went viral, and that's where a lot of you guys initially came from, and a lot of people thought I was being negative about Ghost Recon Wildlands, but what I saw with those trailers and with the gameplay and the way it was moving was a change to the Ghost Recon formula. And while Wildlands turned out to be an okay experience, it's definitely the beginning of the end of this franchise, and we saw that with wherever they took Wildlands to go to Breakpoint, the changes that they made tell me that they're out of touch. RPG mechanics, microtransactions out the fucking ass, and then, you know, NFTs. So the question is now, where does Ubisoft take this franchise? Because we know Ubisoft's formula: open world, a bunch of fucking objectives that don't actually matter, a bunch of points where you can like go and unlock the map. We know the formula for Ubisoft games. We're never getting away from it. Is it even worth fucking talking about the next Ghost Recon game as a Ghost Recon franchise fan since 2001? Honestly, at this point, it's not even worth it. The game is going to be what Ubisoft shareholders want it to be. It's not going to be what you as a Ghost Recon fan want. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. If they come out and blow my fucking socks off, great. I'll give them all the props in the world. I'll support it. I'll promote it. I'll do everything. But they won't. They've already shown their hand with things like Quartz and NFTs and blockchain. They've already shown their hand with what they did with Breakpoint. That was just in 2019. I know it feels like a long time ago because of, you know, everything going on in the fucking world, but that wasn't actually that long ago. What has Ubisoft learned from the failure of Ghost Recon Breakpoint? They should have learned that the Ghost Recon community doesn't want a game like that. We don't want to be fighting fucking drones and robots. We might want an open world game, but as long as it's done properly. Breakpoint was so fucking shallow. I am so sick and tired of the Ubisoft formula of you're on an island. Like, really, what is the difference between Breakpoint and Far Cry? You're on an island, or you're in an open world where every person that you see, every vehicle that drives by happens to be an enemy, and you're just always in the shit. Always in the shit. Every time you see a vehicle coming up the road, you get the little arrow and it's like, and okay, now I'm in a firefight. Steal a vehicle, fucking drive away. Drive by a vehicle. They hone in on you, and now you're fighting again. It's the same old shit. It's tiring. It's fucking boring. It's shallow. Just because you get into a million firefights on the way to an objective does not make the game action-packed and fun. It makes it fucking tedious and boring. Ubisoft in 2022 does not understand how to design a good narrative-driven Ghost Recon game. Go back to the games that were solid. Future Soldier, fucking Ghost Recon 2, Advanced Warfighter. Look why they were solid and fucking do it in 2022. Do it better, do it bigger, do a better story, more narrative writers, more cutscenes. Do something different than what you're fucking doing now. But they won't do it because open world games is the formula, microtransactions is the monetization model, and NFTs are the future of Ubisoft titles. I don't even care. I hope they prove me wrong. But at this point, after everything that we have seen in the last 3 years, it honestly doesn't even matter because it's going to be fucking trash. I was cynical as fuck 6 years ago when I was talking about the way the industry is going. I've been called everything under the sun, toxic, negative, fucking asshole, whatever. But we have watched the decline, sat back and watched little by little them chisel more money for less quality. And I've been talking about it for years. Nothing changes. If we've learned one thing from Ubisoft, is that the definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over and over and expecting different results. The core franchises that Ubisoft has been championing for years are shells of their former selves. We've watched the industry go from, it's just a horse armor, it's just a DLC, to, it's just a DLC expansion pack that splits the player base. Not a big deal. It's just a loot box. Not a big deal. Doesn't really affect gameplay. They're just cosmetics. And then they wonder why there's so much pushback to NFTs. It's just blockchain, dude. If you've been around the block, you know what the fuck is coming. Why even entertain it anymore? Tell me one franchise, and I'm not even talking about Ubisoft franchises at this point. One franchise that I grew up playing that hasn't gone to shit. You can't. Killzone, Resistance, SOCOM, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Battlefield, Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six, Brothers in Arms, Medal of Honor. I mean, what the fuck is going on? I get called negative and toxic while I'm sitting here just like looking around trying to find any sort of positivity. There's nothing on the horizon. Modern Warfare 2 is launching this year. I am excited for that. Right? We don't know anything about 6 Days in Fallujah. We don't know anything about the day before. Those games are irrelevant right now. The only thing on the horizon is still like 8 months away. And who fucking knows what it's gonna be like? We're literally at a standstill. How do you make videos talking about the same old shit? Oh, new trailer comes out, looks great. Oh, I can't fucking wait. Game comes out, trash. I'm done with it, bro. Listen, Ubisoft, do me a favor. Do something that you guys haven't done in almost a decade at this point. Make a good fucking game. Please, for once in your life, just do something solid. Okay, my name is Big Fry. Leave a like on the video. I don't know. I really don't even care. Do whatever you want. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.